Welcome to the show built for the curious, the makers, and the dreamers. This podcast is where sawdust meets guitar strings, where design sketches live alongside fishing stories, and where the great outdoors fuels creativity of every kind. Welcome to Intuitive Woodworks, Milling and Chilling. Where do we begin?
I think we might have already begun.
Have we already begun? We got Mel, our interior designer, joining us today. Oh, we have an applause.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
How exciting.
That is fun. I
That
like
is
it.
fun.
Thanks for joining us today, Mel.
Buttons.
Yeah.
Fun. Thanks.
And I brought in a couple specimens of wood because this episode is all about wood.
Excellent.
Wood.
Kind of the primary thing we work with.
I even made a bouquet of wood.
So pretty.
Isn't
You
it?
actually
Oh, this one.
did.
Good. I thought it would be something like a piece in the middle. I thought it would get more. Thought it would be nicer.
More wow.
More wows. Yeah. I got the question last week of what is this podcast about? This is more than just a podcast. It's a reminder that creativity doesn't have limits on just being a cabinet shop.
Yeah.
Cabinets is our everything. That's what we do. But the fact is like we are so much more than that. The skill that we have in this shop, the people we are surrounding ourselves with, and fitting our team with is we're so much more than that. There's furniture, there's woodworking, there's signage, there's I could go on for days.
Yeah.
On the things that we could do, produce, build.
One even within cabinetry, just the custom cabinetry.
The custom cabinetry. I mean, we got a job right now where one of our interior designers is sourcing like 3 or 4 different samples of wood or samples of solid wood doors being created for this job.
Yeah.
So back and forth emails that I've kind of been in the loop on is, you know, they're like, hey, we have this profile bit, we have this profile, we'll make this profile for you, and how do we combine these, and the drawings going back and forth. It's more than just click and cabinet done. No, yeah, there's so much creativity involved with it. So that's where this is our chance to talk about it. That's our chance to, you know, the people who are tuning in and don't know a darn thing about woodworking or about cabinetry, you'll learn something.
Yep.
If anything, you'll learn something about us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And hopefully enjoy yourself at the same time.
I think having a podcast too also keeps you in reminding like what you're doing this for.
Yeah.
You're always talking about it. You're always bringing it up. So it makes it important.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, and one of the things is, you know, cabinetry, like we said on the last podcast, is going to get its own whole day of what we talk about.
Probably more than one day.
We're going to have to nail it down to some topics and some key features, I think. But when it comes to wood, you know, we have a few proprietors that we like to go visit, and you have your guy, Mr. Shannon.
Oh, yes. I always forget the name of the place. Is it WG Shannon or GW Shannon?
I've never been in there because
Okay.
I heard that you need 2 hours to talk.
Yes. Yeah.
So me being a talker, I've just avoided it.
Yeah.
Safe.
You'll be in there for
probably
4.
best, yeah.
But
And the amount and variety of woods that he has in there, you know, you being you and liking woodworking, you'd be there for quite a while.
I'd have to leave my credit card at home.
Yeah.
And then we have a shop that's just down the street from us that we use. We use Windsor plywood, and then some of our main suppliers supply us with our hardwoods.
Yeah.
But every now and again, we like to go in and just go buy something that's readily available and easy. And one of the big things that people always ask is, what is a board foot?
What is a board foot?
Well, it's length times width times height divided by 144.
You're supposed to make a joke about a foot who doesn't have anything to do or something.
What?
You're supposed to make a joke about a foot that doesn't have anything to do.
Oh,
It's a board foot. Come on, you're the king of dad jokes.
I am the king of dad
You
jokes.
should have made that one.
I was trying to be humble here for a minute. Yeah, when you buy any hardwoods, softwoods, anything from your proprietor, you're buying it as a board foot. So you're not just buying a length of wood. Like you might go into Home Depot and say, oh, this board is $14. Well, that's not the wood we're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're buying 8/4, 4/4, Daryl, would you like to go into?
Well, okay, you did say what a board foot is then?
Yeah.
I actually didn't hear it because I was making my stupid joke.
It's length times width times height divided by 144. And anybody buying
All in inches.
hardwoods or any types of woods, you need to know that, because if you don't know what that is, bring a tape measure with you. The person there at the shop could rake you across the coals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could just tell you what it is. They'll be like, yeah, this is 42 board feet, and it's like 3.
And nobody we've dealt with
Would never
would
do
that.
that,
But, you just never know.
It's good to know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, so basically, as Brad said, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 inch thick, that's a board foot of lumber. So that's typically how you pay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you mentioned 4/4 and 8/4, because we can't just say anything in normal words like 1 inch and 2 inch, but that's what 4/4 is, just 1 inch thick. 8/4 is 2 inches thick, etc. And sometimes you might get 6/4, which is 1.5 inches. So it's
Do the math.
nobody wants to speak proper English, but yeah, you just do the math from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you were buying a 2 inch thick piece that was 1 foot by 1 foot, that would be 2 board feet. So it's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. Yeah. And then there's the other thing too of, when you're buying something, you're looking at the grains. You're looking at if it's a riff sawn, quarter sawn, flat sawn, where in the tree it came from. You want to stay away from the middle of the tree.
Yeah. Why?
Why would you put me on the spot like that? I did not study for this exam today. Typically, the center of the tree is most prone to splitting, cracking, warping. Yeah. Those are usually what you find landscaping ties made out of, or like any kind of timber that you're using outdoors with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the grain will be like super curved in a piece from the center because it's very small.
They twist a
sort
lot
of grain
too.
pattern, so yeah, they're prone to a lot more movement. It's kind of hard to explain all the different cuts without visuals.
This is true.
So
You could always add some
on the video. We'll add some
right here
visuals
over Mel's face.
Yeah, right in front of Mel. We'll show some visuals of the different the ways that lumber is cut, and it also affects the price because when they're milling the lumber, they can get more out of a tree, more or less depending on the way they're cutting it.
Design.
It does.
It does affect the design as well.
Because, riff sawn is the most stable. Basically, you're taking a pie shape, which we can put that
Yep.
here. And, but it also is the most expensive because your yield out of a tree is a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody says, I want riff sawn flat cut white oak, like you're asking for
Pricey,
very, very pricey.
but very, very pretty.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a kitchen in that.
You're going to kill a whole forest for that
Expensive.
cabinet door selection.
Beautiful though.
and the 2x4s you get at Home Depot, and this is not a knock on Home Depot, this is just how the lumber industry works, but the 2x4s you get would be the not the best cut, but it's the optimal for the lumber mill so they can get the most out of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why often you'll see warped and twisted 2x4s there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It might be flat when you leave Home Depot, and by the time you get to site and you
Yeah.
go to build something, it's not flat
Yeah.
anymore. It's not. Looks like a hockey stick.
This is the nature of wood.
Yep.
It moves.
And then another thing to really kind of shed some light on is what's the scale, Daryl?
The scale?
The scale of wood hardness.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean? What's the scale? The janka hardness scale, I believe.
It is.
Of course, you've got your cheat sheets there.
Well, no, it's not a cheat sheet. It's the whole actual hardness scale. right
Oh,
there.
okay, yeah.
So if anybody can zoom in and read that, they'd be able to tell what it is, but
We'll put it right here.
we'll put it right there. But what is the softest of all the woods?
Oh, man. I'm just going to take a
Mel?
guess.
Let's put Mel on this.
Okay,
spot for
yeah,
this
Mel,
one.
what's...
What's the softest wood? I just showed you.
Walnut? No, you showed me.
I just held it up. Were you not paying attention?
Oh my goodness.
You didn't read that tiny writing? I'm going to guess, I don't know if it's on the list there, basswood.
No.
Redwood?
No.
Cedar.
No.
No.
Actually, no.
What, okay.
Can you just
what
tell us?
What is it?
Douglas fir.
Oh,
Oh, right. We had this talk and we were like, that doesn't make sense because after a while it starts to harden. Doesn't it get harder?
The grains tighten up over
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
if you are ever doing a reno in like a 1950s, 60s to 70s house,
Even 80s, because my old house had all Douglas fir trusses everywhere.
and yeah, your rim joists, everything,
Yeah.
and you go to pull a
Not now. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
yeah, you try and go pull a nail out of one of those things, and you gotta get a good workout in.
Yeah. That's wild. So
'Cause
it
the-
starts out really soft,
But
but
it tightens up and
what's the
dries
second
out.
softest? Like, are we close?
Yellow pine,
Yellow pine. Okay, so where was cedar on the list?
Yeah, what?
cedar,
Black walnut. It's down there. Yes.
Because you look at cedar wrong and it dents.
That's true. It's like not.
It's not even. It's so soft. It's not even on the list. I bet.
That's right. I'm pretty sure that actually cedar would be the softest wood of them.
Just below butter.
Mm,
White oak is down there.
white oak, black walnut,
Hard maple.
1450, which a lot of the woods we deal with are all in that white oak to maple, which we think is a really, really hard wood.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, this list just keeps going up. I mean, there's Brazilian walnut, Ipe.
Ipe.
Ipe?
Yeah.
Ela Ipe. Patagonian rosewood.
Is that the hardest on that chart?
That's like double hard. It's twice as hard as maple.
Oh,
Double
wow.
hard than maple. That's
80.
yeah. That's a hard wood.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a very hard wood.
It's also a consideration for your tools and you know,
Absolutely.
how dull you want your
Ipe.
blades to get,
Ipe.
and whether you're gonna have to chisel the wood and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
And how often you're going to be dressing your chisels afterwards, your tools. Another thing to talk about is the sapwoods, how much it binds up and you get a bunch of pitch all over your blades, which you think they're dull, but they're really not. This is riveting moment for us.
You can learn a lot.
Yeah,
You're
well,
about to
that's what
build
this is about. It's
something.
educating people.
Yeah, exactly.
I just learned a lot. I don't actually physically typically work with the wood, so it's nice to know.
You just tell us what you
I
want
know. I
built,
just
and
design
we
it.
build it, and then
And we hope we built it the way you wanted it built.
Yeah.
And
with
Yeah.
the tools we have available. But in cabinetry, what are the most common woods you like using?
Me, maple, and white oak. White oak and even walnut. Walnut's a little bit more difficult because it depends on where you're putting it. So higher traffic of light makes it harder because it changes color over time. So typically like a bathroom's really great with a walnut because you don't get as much light on it.
Bleaching it out.
Yeah. And so if you put it in a kitchen with light in some parts and not in others, you end up with a two-tone kitchen over here. So,
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
if
a
that's
good
what you
point.
want.
Yeah.
Like if you have a walnut hardwood floor,
Yep.
and you have a rug right at the doorway and you have
Yeah.
glass in your door, you're going to
Any-
have quite,
Unless it's
Fade.
UV protected,
it's true.
that does change things.
Rubio
but,
Monocoat does a good job on that. I know they don't sponsor anybody, but
But any
I'm gonna throw
room
it
that
in.
has a rug on it, you're gonna find over time the walnut underneath the rug stays beautiful.
The nice color, yeah.
Yeah, the what you put in, and then you don't notice it over the time, but eventually, yeah, I move that rug, you'll see the difference, big difference.
Yeah.
But maple's just really popular. It's easy to for kitchens. It's really good. It looks nice when it's stained. But white oak is probably one of the most common right now.
right now, yeah.
Absolutely, and it looks great.
And I'd say 90s, well, 80s too, but 90s through to mid 2000s was red oak.
Well,
Yeah.
it was golden oak,
Well, stained, red
Right,
oak, stained,
but it's
yellow.
I know, but it's just that it was always that color. That specific color.
Because it went with all the brass.
And now I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah,
all.
that's right. Yeah.
But it's coming back in a way. I mean, there's spots that I feel it has its place. It does. But it depends
Yeah.
on the profiles that you're using.
Yeah, the profiles do sort of age some of the kitchens. Like when you see a lot of the rounded, you're saying no to that. No.
No, I don't like it. It's just not the right color.
But if you do oak,
Red oak would be fine
correctly,
if you do it right. Yeah.
yeah, because we've done some railings
You can
recently.
bleach it.
Yeah,
And make it look like a white oak.
The railings
even-
are all white oak.
yeah, the railings that we've done recently with white oak,
Not bleach.
and some of the Rubio Monocoat, and they've looked amazing. Like they don't look anything like the old
Yeah.
kind of yellow oak that we're
I know.
used to.
There's a thing.
Because I personally just had sort of a real stigma against using oak. I just didn't like it because of how it was used for so many years. But now
See, it's nostalgic for me, and I love it.
Yeah. See,
like
now
just the smell of it in the shop whenever we're ripping it apart. Like right now, we got we got 100 board feet of red oak that you're gonna be milling up starting today.
Tables, yeah.
Tables
Yes.
for the keg.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a whole bunch of new tables for them.
And I actually pulled up some designs for tables that we're gonna build. Right?
Excellent.
Right? Tables and chairs, and then we can put those on our website and sell them.
That will be cool.
It's going to look so good.
What woods are we using?
Well, there's a few. So there's maple, walnut, pine. We could do teak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure yet.
Teak is always
I'm
fun.
still figuring that part out
because
I want to stain them in certain colors too, and with specific woods, what stain goes with that wood. Like with a walnut, I'm not. That's going to be a natural stain on top. Like keeping it.
We'll do up some samples,
rich as possible.
And teak is nice too for outdoor furniture, things like that.
Yeah, where's that on this list?
Teak is actually kind of mid.
It's down at the bottom.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I shouldn't say it's mid.
1,000.
It's middle between Douglas fir and maple. Maple's where I always like. That's one of my harder woods that I like to use.
Yeah. Of like the common. Yeah, of the common.
I'm not buying
woods
any rosewood anytime soon.
Yeah.
Just look at this quick. This
No.
might help me figure out what we're
Get
doing.
your own notes. Do your own research.
Yeah, the only thing
I
stole that from Daryl.
I have a whole list.
the only thing I've been using rosewood for is guitars, like fingerboards on guitars.
White ash.
And so that's
white ash right here behind you.
Yeah.
I
That's
love the
another
look of
one
white
that
ash.
we would probably do.
Honestly,
very very heavy grain. Like you get a real grain pattern with
That's
ash
about
and
you can
oak.
confuse it with red oak.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, and that's another consideration if you're building a project is, what do you want if you're not painting it, if you're leaving the grain visible, what do you want that to look like? Do you want a nice tight grain, or do you want a really sort of open, obvious grain pattern like ash has? And yeah, I mean, you really just have to go look at the different woods and see what you like.
And I must say, it's a lot easier sitting in here without all that fumes from that sign from last week.
Yeah.
Mel, you're the one getting all the fumes this time.
Yeah. My hair's going to smell.
No, it's done dripping. It's done dripping.
That's good.
But I mean, it would preserve your hair. People pay a lot of money for that stain. It's like $190 a bottle.
Okay, here's a little bit of trivia for you. You guys have to answer.
Okay.
How many different kinds of trees? And don't look at your sheet there, Brad. And cheat.
Okay, I'll cover
How
up.
many different kinds of trees do you think there are in the world, approximately?
Mel, you go first.
Oh, don't look at the sheet.
How many
Yeah, flip it over.
different?
Flip it over.
Different kinds
There we
of
go.
trees.
Oh my goodness. Like, can I?
Take a wild guess.
To
Take a
the
wild
nearest
guess.
1,000. Just give me a guess.
To the nearest 100,000.
Wait, what? There's that many?
No, I don't know. I'm just throwing things off.
I'll give you parameters. It's
Okay,
less
hold
than 100,000. It's more than 0.
Awesome.
Okay, what do I win if I do this? Have a day
Um,
off one day?
Sure. You
I'm
can give
gonna
yourself a day off whatever day.
say- Now that you said 100,000, it totally changes my perspective here.
It's less than $1 million.
Let's go with 67,000.
Okay, Brad, what's your guess?
40,000.
Brad is closer. 23,000 different kinds of trees.
So my first
world.
guess was actually going to be about 1,500.
Oh, okay.
so
There's 1,500 on the janka scale alone right there.
I would have had no idea there was that many different kinds of
No.
trees. And I don't know what they
wait,
deem
the
as a
answer
kind of
was on
tree.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Dang it, I should have read this first.
Somebody didn't study.
I got this handed to me right before we started.
That's right. Well, I
on
didn't want
purpose.
you to cheat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 23,000.
More than 23. That's crazy. That's so many.
So I guess that, like, how many varieties of oak would there be in maple? And there must be a ton
Probably.
of each kind of common name.
I
we
mean,
have.
I just found out there's a silver maple. what was it called?
Maple syrup?
Silver. No, like a silver maple.
Did you know insects hate the taste of tannin?
No.
What
How
is
would I know that?
What is tannin, Brad?
Tannin is the tea-colored chemical that trees contain. And I mean, different types of woods have different amounts of tannin in it.
Yeah.
I think oaks have a huge amount of tannin in it.
Yeah.
So whenever the reason a lot of people can't just paint their mantle white is because the tannins bleed through, and it's that tea-colored stain essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But insects hate it. So trees actually communicate with each other by when a tree is getting attacked by tannin or by insects, it releases more tannins.
Oh, okay.
By releasing the tannins, the other trees in the area start releasing it as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the bugs don't like it.
They don't like it.
So when you have, and I'm asking because
They're like
I saw some table legs the other day, and it was a white oak, European white oak, I think. And they did like a clear stain on it, and there's like spots that
That's the
look
tannin.
like somebody put water drops on it almost. That's the tannins. That's crazy. So the more bugs,
or saps that just wouldn't let the stain penetrate. Trees mean rain every day. Just 1 acre of maple trees emits as much as 20,000 gallons of water into the air.
What?
Yeah.
How does it do that?
Do go on, Mel.
what?
Yeah. Did you study biology? And
No.
We need a scientist here with us.
I was going to say, you want to talk about design? I'm all for it. I don't know how this wood works.
Yeah, we know like types of wood and what we like to use for different projects and
What
stuff like
looks
that. But the science of all of that, like I was just looking up lignin, because I know lignin is something to do with the stuff that binds all the cells together and everything in wood. But I don't know a ton of just when you were mentioning tannins, I was like, oh, what else do we know about the scientific properties of wood?
because Daryl and I recently just completed a job down in Airdrie there, 2 jobs down in Airdrie.
Yeah.
So we had quite the road trip last week and into the weekend, and we were going through a lot of wood facts. So some of them were, I know that we got this list, and there was other ones that we were looking at, and I thought I'd remember more, but I was busy driving.
Yeah. And I was busy trying not to sleep.
I have that effect on people. I could talk their ears off. Every time you start to drift off, it's like, hey, here's a fun fact. Here's a good one. What is the difference between a hardwood and a softwood?
One's hard and one's soft.
No.
I know that's not the right answer.
That's not the right answer.
Because you get soft hardwoods and you get
Is there a
harder
dun dun
softwoods.
dun button?
I don't think we have that. Oh, is there? There's that.
Yeah, anything with a broad leaf is considered a hardwood. Anything with a needle or like a pine cone style is a softwood.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that it's a hardwood. Like there's coniferous trees that are harder than some of the hardwoods out there. Except for fir's way down there on the list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says hardwoods come from trees that lose their leaves, are slower growing, and generally denser. And that's what we'd want to use in furniture and flooring
Coniferous?
and things like that.
Deciduous.
Deciduous.
Yeah.
And
So I had that
softwoods
wrong.
are coniferous.
Softwoods.
Conifers.
Conifers.
Evergreens, they grow faster, less dense, commonly used for construction because we don't mind warped walls. I don't know.
Well, I think you're allowed a 1/4 inch per
Warped
3 inches in
walls.
Alberta on some of the construction we've seen.
Hence
Yeah.
the walls are never straight when you're putting your cabinets in.
Yeah, exactly.
Scribe everything.
We will build this to the 1/2 mil tolerance, and your walls are going to be out a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
But, blame the cabinet guy in the end.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm okay with that.
But no, I mean, home building would be way too expensive if we use hardwoods.
There is ways, though. Like, they're starting to use a lot of engineered woods, so it cuts down on waste. It cuts down on, it costs more to the end user, to the person buying the home. But, yeah, you're using engineered LVLs, essentially, throughout for even your studs, and they're using wood scraps, gluing it all together, and there's no warping on those boards. So you can actually have a nice, flat, straight wall. how they hold up, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. It's like taking a sheet of OSB and making studs out of it.
Okay. Well, and I guess they do, like joists. There's a lot of engineered joists in houses now. So,
But they still have a strip of usually it's pine on the bottom.
Yeah.
Top. What are some common woods in furniture? Mel?
Oak.
Thank you.
Oak, pine.
maple.
Oh, you've got a list.
I got a list.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we've already kind of went maple, yeah, cherry, mahogany. Yeah.
So how would we incorporate mahogany into a modern design? I'm looking at you.
How would you incorporate it?
Yes, ma'am.
Depends. Because it's got like a red undertone, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really get away from that. You'd have to use it. I don't know. I've never worked personally with mahogany. That would be a first for me.
We have, and I loved it.
It would really depend what look you're going for
Exactly.
in the space.
If you want like a traditional look, it would play really well.
It does, yeah.
But
and
if you're
that's-
going to go modern, that's where it gets hard. Modern doesn't really go well with redwoods.
we did a
Well, it can.
Yeah, but
just
not typically. Yeah.
typically the look.
we did a kitchen years ago for some clients that are friends as well. We did hickory as their main door and risers and like the mantle and stuff, but we used mahogany as the handrail because there was just so much wood that had to go into it that we decided to change it up just a little bit for some of the look.
Yeah.
And it was stained, but it was more of a gothic
So
feel,
dark.
like a
You
dark.
can't go light with mahogany.
No, and it was I can't remember the color we stained it. We had Jason from Beyond Wood come in and he worked his magic, and I mean it turned out beautiful. But if you were to describe the look, it was like a traditional Gothic style design, and it was phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah.
Like there was a lot of reds, a lot of darks, a lot like they had like red leather couches. And
Wow. Like a dark red leather or
Yeah,
like a lighter?
like almost like a wine burgundy
Okay.
kind of color, and it was gorgeous. Like everything just went. And then they custom made table. They didn't get it through us, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
At that time, we were not set up to build it, but yeah, like their kitchen table alone and all the woods and everything. Like you walk into that house and
Yeah, I'm picturing one of those old fancy houses. You know, maybe you're walking into the whiskey tasting room or something.
and that's what it looks like. And
yeah.
that's the look that they were going for. Was
Yeah.
you can sit and sip wine or whiskey.
Yeah.
So that mahogany would be great for a wine or whiskey room.
Yep.
You get the smell of the mahogany in there.
Rich mahogany and leather-bound books.
Yeah, there you go. That's where I was going with it.
Hey, that goes back to our last episode. I think we had a reference of Anchorman in there.
Yeah,
Was it the last episode, or were we
Yeah.
just
I
joking?
don't remember.
No, there's always got to be an Anchorman.
We're
reference.
always referencing.
A whole wheel of cheese. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. No, and I mean, for those same clients, I ended up building. They bought a house out in Valemont, and that's like an Airbnb that they have out there. I'll talk to them and see if they want us to give a shout out, because I'm sure they'd be happy to get some people visiting out there.
Yeah.
And if you ever did, then you get to see some furniture that I made way back in the beginning years of this. And
That's cool.
built it all in my garage at the time, and it's all pine. We stained it real dark because it's for a lodge, essentially. Like it was when you walk into the cabin, they call it their cabin. And to me, it's a monster-sized house. And peaked roof, lots of timber in there. But we did all the headboards in a traditional style. And like it's more of that. We did knotty pine, I should actually say, is the exact wood that we used. And we did more of a farmhouse traditional build, but we did all the headboards, the end tables, and their TV stand and the coffee table.
Oh,
So we've talked a lot about hardwoods and sort of natural woods. What about some of the engineered products we use?
yeah. So you have we use a lot of TFL, which is a thermally fused laminate, and then you can get a wood grain look. So the difference is it lasts longer.
Yeah.
Stable.
It
It's much
doesn't-
more
yeah,
stable,
Way more
yeah.
stable. It's not a natural look. So you can't typically tell right off the bat unless you're a woodworker or work with it all day. But as a client, it's a really good affordable option to get a wood look, to get a modern look.
Yeah.
The
It's also
veneer,
sustainable.
very sustainable. Even like the veneer looks great. You can't tell at all, but it is more affordable.
Yeah.
No, and it's stable, so your doors actually stay flat if you keep
Yeah,
within
there's
a
no
certain
warping.
size. And one of the biggest ones is walnut. We don't do solid walnut doors.
Not usually.
No, not maybe on a small piece of furniture, but to have big sheets of walnut, it just will not last a Canadian environment. We have too much of a fluctuation in our temperatures, so we always end up
humidity. Is
Oh, yeah.
humidity.
drastic,
Yeah,
and
so it'll constantly swell.
Yeah.
It'll change all the time.
And I mean, just recently here, especially with the economy and stuff, walnut has gone through the roof. So in terms of board foot cost,
Yeah.
so I think it's sitting around $25 to almost $30 a board foot, and it's harder to find a lot of like your riffs on walnuts. You're gonna have to piece together a whole bunch of pieces in order to make anything out of furniture. So you're gonna have to buy like 8/4 and mill it to be about 1.5 inches to be stable.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, would I make a whole cutting board out of walnut? Probably not.
Yeah.
That's why you stitch it together.
That's a very expensive cutting board.
Yeah.
But no, and where I'm going with this here, and my long story of the day is, that's where you use a lot of the MDF cores, and you use a real walnut veneer on it. So it is a real wood that's sandwiched on top of
We're actually going to be using this in one of our projects coming up
this. I think we're doing it this week, putting in a big
next
order
week.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walnut.
Walnut. Love
They have
working.
walnut
and for the-
hardwood floors.
For the cores, you talked about MDF core. What would the differences be, or is it just the product that's available between like a plywood core and an MDF core and a
MDF.
particle board core?
MDF core will be more stable over time.
Yeah.
It's easier to work with. I mean, it's medium density fiberboard.
Yeah.
Is what it stands for. Fact check me on that one, I think.
It's basically, this isn't the scientific explanation, but it's basically just a bunch of sawdust, like
Glued
Pressed.
packed
together.
with glue and pressed together,
Pressed.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is why you don't want to get it wet.
Yeah.
Ever. No. And that's why it's important to have your edge bander laser dialed in. So when it's all seamed together, it looks like a solid slab of wood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, people will badmouth, MDF, I would never use MDF, but there are use cases for it. Again, as you
Even in
mentioned,
fine
it's
furniture.
affordability, stability. If you're not using it around water, it's perfectly fine. It's not going to warp or anything
And if you
like
are
that.
going to use it around water, just make sure it's properly sealed.
Yeah. And there's also waterproof alternatives if you're really concerned, if it was something in the bathroom or something like that.
There is MDFs with a waterproof core.
Yeah.
So, like I know one of the brand is,
Stumped.
Edit moment. Oh,
That was my joke of the
Medics. It's Medics. Thanks, Mel. Get your shots in when you can. No, there's a product called Medics that is a waterproof or water resistant MDF.
Okay.
How waterproof it is, I don't know. I know that like
You
one
wouldn't
of our-
submerge it. You're
I've
not
never
building
used it.
You're not building boats. Out
I
of
wouldn't
it.
build a boat out of it, but one of our suppliers, that's how they sell it to us, is they show up with this little plastic cube full of water and a chunk of MDF in it.
Oh, okay.
At like when we go, Graham brings that around with him sometimes.
Yeah.
I asked if I could steal it, and they're like, "No, not steal it. Can I have it?
Borrow it. Long term.
Long-term
Long-term
borrow.
borrow.
Can I take this?" And he's like, "No, no." I was like, "Can I buy one?" He's like, "No, make your own."
Yeah. But yeah, so there are alternatives if you're
There is
You
alternatives.
just got to be wary of where you're using it.
Would I use it in a shower on your shower walls, which I've seen some builders do? No.
What?
Yeah.
See, I even avoid when I'm doing my design and my selections with clients, any bathrooms, I always try to avoid MDF baseboards at all costs. And that's because
You should tile it.
tile baseboards in a bathroom all day,
Mm-hmm.
every day, always.
I agree on that.
And
one.
if you don't want tile, an alternative we've done in the past is like a pine baseboard. So it's not as, but like, I don't know how many times I've walked into bathrooms and like right beside the shower, right beside the tub, just swollen MDF baseboards, just
So
crap. They look gross.
I am guilty of that myself. In our house, our builder used like a big decorative. I mean, I like it because it's that flat with the angle on it. Baseboard.
Looks good, but
It looks good, but
until it's swollen.
when your kids are younger, it's like
Splash,
you're
splash, splash.
yeah, it's like Shamu's in there
Yeah.
doing a performance for the crowd, and water runs down, swells it out, and our son there, not actually that long ago, was splashing around like Shamu in there and having a whole performance, and because that's what kids do when they're little, and he splashed a whole bunch of water down outside the tub, and it flooded out onto the floor, and I mean immediately the baseboard was popping off, so I ripped it off, and I still have not put it back on.
Well, if it's gonna
That's
happen
one of the
again.
things that my wife has been at me on. It's on my list.
That's on the honey-do list.
Yeah, that goes
Tile
with.
baseboards.
No, I'm not going to
Oh.
tile them. If we do the bathroom, I would, but
Yeah.
we're not there yet. Still got like another 5 years till it's ready. I'll let them finish
That makes
destroying
sense.
this one.
Mhm.
But yeah, so bottom line, use the right product for the right.
Yeah, do
right
your research
place and-
before
yeah.
you put it in,
Yeah.
or you're just gonna have to fix it later.
Yeah.
More work.
So yeah, I don't think we're against any particular product and say, oh, that's terrible, I would never use that. It's just all about using the right thing for the right
Yep.
purpose. And-
Actually,
Absolutely.
a good
Yeah.
one is we just redid job. Actually, I think, Daryl, that was like your first big job you came into with me
Mhm.
for Burger Priest. Are we allowed to say their name?
I think they're not. I don't think they're going to sue us for dropping the name.
I hope not. No, and I
We're
mean,
not saying anything bad about them.
their burgers are freaking
So good
fantastic.
and
They
so
are.
filling.
That was the first time I actually went into one, was when we were
When we went there?
contracted to go rebuild their like over top of the prep area.
Yeah.
We redid all those shelving in
Yeah.
there, and they just used like a plain MDF originally, and just with all the steam, the grease, and high traffic, the paint didn't hold up, and right away it started to swell out. So
Yeah.
we ended up rebuilding it all with Medics, and we did anything that was MDF came out. We redid it all, and to this day, I know it still looks good. And now that we talked about it, I'm gonna go get a burger.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking we should go check your work.
We should go check a field trip. Let's do a field trip this week, and we'll post a picture of it next week right here
Perfect.
over Mel's face.
And it's business because we're just doing a customer follow up, and you know we might happen to get a burger at the same time. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Maybe
I have
some
to s-
fries.
but I have to say though, I was thoroughly disappointed because they actually shut down for that. For us to come in.
oh,
that
when
day.
we were working,
Yeah,
yeah,
they shut down
Yeah.
for 2 days. They did like a whole reno at that time.
yeah, they were doing their.
I was so
floors.
excited just to get lunch while we were there. But I'm going to go back to Daryl. You kind of touched a little bit on rosewood for your fretboard,
Yes, yeah.
and why is it that you use rosewood?
Well, rosewood's a good wood for fingerboards on all kinds of stringed instruments, violins, guitars, whatever. Because fiddles, violins, same class of instrument.
Nope.
So rosewood for fingerboards, because it's an oily wood, and so it's naturally basically self-lubricating, and so often you don't want to finish usually on your fingerboard because it just kind of makes your fingers stick and makes it harder to play. So rosewood is a good hard wood that's not going to wear down too fast, and has its own sort of oils to keep it moist over time. And you still do usually use some sort of they have a lot of different sprays that you can get just to sort of refresh the fingerboard. But yeah, that's why that kind of wood is used.
And what's the most common wood used on the body of a guitar?
Well, it depends what kind of guitar you're talking about.
Acoustic
Tip-
guitar. Like a
Oh, well, okay. Let's start with electrics. That's what I've built. I haven't built
Okay.
any acoustics, but
Oh.
electrics, typically your Les Paul type of guitar, you know, Gibson Les Paul, Epiphone Les Paul, that would usually be a mahogany body. often they'll have a maple top to that if it's carved. You know how you get the carved Les Paul.
Mhm.
And but if you're looking at something like a Fender Strat or a Telecaster, those are a lot of the Strats would be ash bodies, so you could use it from there. I'm trying to think of some of the other woods. There's a number of them, but usually like a Stratocaster is not mahogany. It would be ash or sorry, I'm blanking on what
Maple?
kind of the.
Do they use maple?
Not usually because it's fairly heavy. You don't want the body to get too heavy, but you get maple necks. That's quite common. And you want a nice, you were talking about the different cuts of wood or how wood is cut. And so you want a nice quarter sawn piece of material where the grain is all, for those watching the video, it's all lined up vertically. It just causes less movement in the neck, so it doesn't warp, doesn't twist. It's much more stable over time, and that's what you want the neck to be. Is nice and stable because you don't want it bending. All you have is a truss rod inside the neck to fix sort of back bow and forward bow, but if it twists side to side, you don't really have any way of correcting that. So, yeah, all kinds of fun.
All kinds of
We got to get you building a guitar.
I need to build one.
Yeah.
I want one built for me.
Okay, well there you go.
Do you even know how to play?
No, but it's
But you can learn.
nostalgic for me because my dad used to.
There you go. Yeah.
I want to learn.
Are you wanting an acoustic or an electric?
Well, he always had an acoustic
Yeah.
guitar, and that's something that I always wanted to learn on. And honestly, I want his guitar, but I can't get it. So I can get my own, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it does. What's easier to start on, electric?
Yeah, I'd say
matter?
electric guitars are. Oh, to play.
Because I was also going to buy my son one.
Electrics, from my experience, electric
Good
I find easier
start.
to play because it's a little easier to fret the strings, to push them
Yes.
down. Acoustic's a little harder, but acoustic's nice because you don't have to worry about an amp. You can just sit
Right.
there and play. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can practice and everything with an electric without an amp. That's fine. But yeah, but in terms of making them, electric's definitely easier to make. There's more that goes into an acoustic just with because it's all hollow and you
I
have
was
to
going to say the body's different.
yeah, you have to bend the wood for the shape of the guitar.
You
And
need some white oak to bend with some steam. No, just kidding.
Do you know
Yeah,
who you know who could answer that? It'd be Justin if we can get him on the show.
yes, we'll definitely have like an all guitar show.
Because he was building one here in his own time.
Was it like an
Yeah,
acoustic?
Acoustic. yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've made a couple of ukuleles. That's about as big as I've gone with acoustic so far.
The
But
good old ukulele.
ukulele. But I do have the materials and the plans for an acoustic.
I mean, if
so
you can
I
make
wanna
a
build one of
ukulele,
those.
you could make an acoustic.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just a mini version.
It's just scaled up. But yeah, no, there's a lot that goes into it. But yeah, when you get into woods, we were talking earlier about the varieties of wood and stuff. And with the guitar world, you get into what people would call tone woods. And you'll notice if you ever picked up 4 different types of wood and sort of tap on them with something, you'll notice different tones to that sound when you tap a piece of wood. And so there's a big argument in the guitar world about whether with electrics, whether the tone wood makes a difference. A lot of people say, yes, it makes a ton of difference. Other people say, no, it makes 0 difference because it's all the electronic pickups and strings vibrating over pickups. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that whole debate because that'll start a whole,
that's
a
a
whole
different
war
episode. That's a
whole
different
war
episode.
online. But with acoustic guitars, it absolutely makes a difference because your sound is coming from the back and the front of the guitar vibrating back and forth. So depending on how that wood resonates and how it vibrates, it's totally going to change the sound of an acoustic guitar. So
Makes sense.
yeah, so you get spruce top guitars. That's quite common for acoustics, but you can get rosewood, mahogany, just all kinds of varieties of wood, depending on the sound the luthier is looking for.
That's true.
Luthier being a person who makes guitars, builds guitars.
I didn't honestly know what a luthier was when we first hired Justin.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm a luthier. I'm like,
You're like, what? You're a
is that?
loser?
What?
what? I don't know what that
Loser.
thing is.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, no, I build guitars. I'm like, you could build a guitar, you could
Build a cabinet. Yeah, yeah.
And then you find out you're like, oh, you're better than building a cabinet here. If you were to have one project in your house, custom
White
out of
oak.
wood, white oak.
I'm boring.
It's so boring.
No, it would definitely be 100% white oak. I like the color it gives. My second, oh,
So
that's
many
a
to
tough
choose
one.
from.
I know. I love walnut though. That's my problem. Is like, but it's not a great application for a kitchen. But I love it. It's beautiful.
We did a bar a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on our website there. I think even when you like Google us, it pops up.
Did you hear that? It cut out for a second.
Why?
I don't know. Sorry. Go closer.
Yeah, my mic's been doing that too. Sort of. I don't know why.
Oh. See, we moved it, and now it's not happy. But yeah, we did a bar there a couple of years ago, and it's all walnut, and it's gorgeous. Like it just the wood itself just resonates through there.
That's what I mean. It looks beautiful, but like you can't put it in a kitchen properly. Well, I mean you can, but it's
It'll
a lot
age
of
like
money.
milk.
Yeah, it's a lot
It'll
of
age
money
like milk in the
for it to
kitchen.
not look good in a few years.
Yeah.
But in that case, like I would always go away, unfortunately, for a kitchen with lots of natural light. I will always take you, like the client, away from a natural walnut and do like a TFL or something
Mhm.
in a walnut look. So
Yeah.
you get that walnut, but it doesn't
But it'll
fade.
last.
It lasts forever. But I do love the look of walnut. It's very rich.
Yeah, yeah. Without being, well, and everybody has different opinion on looks and stuff, but to me, like you talk about a rich look and that mahogany look, to me it's not really my taste of like a rich look. I would prefer like a walnut or something.
Yes.
Like that, yeah.
Well, mahogany just has, as soon as you have a red undertone,
Mm-hmm.
it just goes very traditional for me.
Yeah.
And it's not my
It's hard
style.
to make it look modern.
Yeah, and that's not my style. I like a modern look, but I mean, I've worked with traditional looks all the time, but that red undertone, like a cherry would, you don't really ever see cherry anymore anywhere.
Yeah.
It's Purple Heart though in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple Heart just for the accent. Squares.
But you did do one with cherry, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a 3D cube one that I needed a slight variation of the maple because it's walnut, maple, and cherry.
Was that mini one that we did a giveaway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you get the three tones
Nice.
there, and the cherry was nice because it's just a slightly different tone than the maple. So it lets you get that sort of 3D cube look from it. So.
Well, I guess if you're doing that, you
Yeah.
would need it. But
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see very often like red undertones nowadays. Everything's that white, modern, bright, airy,
Yeah, with
white
with
oak.
dark accents.
and sometimes dark accents, but
Yeah.
a lot of it's walnut is about as dark as I see nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless you're going black. But like walnut, it just has like a very rich tone to it
Yeah,
without anything on it. Just naturally, it's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Well, and it can vary from browns to like almost a gold color.
Yeah.
Babinga?
Babinga.
I love babinga. It's just fun to say too.
It is.
But it looks very similar to a walnut.
Does it?
Yeah.
I have to look up Babinga.
We'll have to put up a picture right here of
Over my
babinga.
face.
Over your face of walnut versus babinga. I actually made my son Milo's bed out of babinga and maple.
Okay. Now, yeah, you showed me. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It almost sparkles. It's
That's
got a
cool.
cool sap.
Yeah, it's got kind of a mahogany look to it in some of the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put a picture up here or there, wherever. Brad, you were talking about boat building.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're
with
going to build a canoe?
I'm going to build
if you build a
here.
canoe, what have you researched that?
White
like what?
cedar.
Oh, okay, okay.
White cedar.
White cedar.
Really?
Yellow cedar.
But isn't,
White
you
cedar.
just said cedar was super soft.
Well, that's what you want for building. a
Really?
canoe. Yeah. It's light.
Oh.
You can form it. It's got long strands. Plus, cedar trees grow so tall, so you can get the strips that you need out of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So do you know I don't know how much you've researched it. Do you coat it fairly heavily after finishing with something, or is the cedar?
Hopes and dreams. No, there's actually a full process. I read a book on it. So Nick Offerman wrote one of his books, and he references the canoe building in a different book.
Yeah.
And so I went and got that book because I'm a big nerd, and I read it, and it was all about canoe building. And yeah, like there's so many different variations you can do on it. You can incorporate different woods into it, but the main body is built out of cedar. First of all, it's a light wood.
Yeah.
It's easy to work with. It's soft, so you can actually ply it around. You can
Bendable.
You can bend your pieces without it ripping apart and splintering. And then when it's all together and you have the main body built and sanded, you'd actually fiberglass. You have to do one
On
or
the
two
inside.
on the outside.
Oh, we fiberglass the outside.
Yeah, you do a few coats of resin, and I think there's 3 layers of fiberglass, and it gets a high polish, so you don't actually see it when it's done. It goes clear.
Oh, okay.
But there is fiberglass on there. Otherwise,
gotcha.
you'll hit your first couple of rocks and
So
Yeah,
knock your
okay.
canoe apart.
Yeah.
is white cedar expensive?
It is actually up there. It is fairly expensive.
Is that why canoes are so pricey?
Well, and it's the hours that go into
Well, that's
it.
what I mean. The labor plus the wood.
Yeah.
Are all canoes made out of white cedar? I'm confused.
Well, you could get a cheaper canoe that's just all
Plastic?
fiberglass. Yeah, or plastic or something like that.
Hmm.
Or what about the age-old traditional birch bark canoe?
Birch bark.
I remember
Oh, man.
just that's what the First Nations people, I believe, used like way back used to use to make
well, the
canoes,
birch trees
didn't
we
they?
get now are typically only like a 3-inch diameter, so you're not going to get much
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
We don't. Yeah, I haven't looked up very much on that, and now I'm going to have to.
You need a 150-year-old birch tree.
There you go.
That's right.
Just chop
I'm
her
gonna-
down to make a boat.
I'm going to go to a historical forest, cut down
Start
a tree
hiking.
to maybe make a canoe. So no, there's a whole process canoe, or like to build a canoe. There's a whole process involved from selecting the wood, what kind of wood, the lengths of the wood.
Yeah.
You don't just walk into Home Depot and say, I'm going to get some cedar and go home. No.
Yeah.
There's a specific place that you buy it out of in BC. Then you have to mill it all. You have to put a bull nose on everything so that when the pieces glue up, they actually kind of it's almost a
okay.
bull nose together and like a tongue and groove essentially.
Yeah.
So that as it's bending, it takes that bend, and then when you go to hit it with a plane, you're not removing material to the fact there is nothing.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, I can't wait till you build one and I get to see the process.
We will record the whole process.
That'll be good.
Yeah, we'll time lapse that. Like our drive down to down to
yeah.
Airdrie.
Yeah.
You can just watch the truck go woo, 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 all the way down that highway too.
Yeah, we had a little GoPro on the side of the trailer. And
Actually?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, we will when we go to build some of these cool next projects coming up. Like
We have a boardroom table to build too. With resin.
yes.
good luck.
No, seriously. That's got to happen for our design
It does.
center.
Yeah, it does have to happen.
So
'Cause-
when we expand our design center, we have a table to put in
well,
there.
there's using epoxies and then there's using epoxies. And I have to say, like, Daryl, you mastered that with that last big pour that we did. 90
Absolutely.
liters of pour.
Oh, yeah, that was,
And it's like
something.
glass on it.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Just
If anybody
lots and
wants
lots
to
of
buy a
sanding.
table, we have a very, very nice one.
Maybe up for sale soon.
Yeah,
Yep, might
it
be going
might
up on
be.
the website here soon.
But no, I'd love to do the fluted base with the river run table for the boardroom. And then every client can see your hard work every time.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. And I was just thinking that's actually an episode we want to do is talking about epoxy river
pours.
tables, that kind of thing. And we've got a couple of guests in mind. We won't say who in case we can't get them, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a couple of people that we think would be great to talk to about doing epoxy pours.
I think so.
It's a whole other area.
We have to, as well, if we're coming up near the end of this episode, we have to talk about our promo code. We forgot to load it on the website.
Yes, we did.
Promo code?
We have a promo code.
For people who make it to the end of the episode, we like to give out a promo code so
And
they
last
get
week's
10%
was-
off.
Oh,
Last week's was kind of a big deal, was it not?
It was. Yeah.
And we forgot to upload it on the website, and we got thousands and thousands of angry emails that it wasn't on there that wanted their 10% off. So we'll make sure this week it's on there.
All right. So what
We're gonna
is
just
our
keep
promo
it.
code?
It's still going to be kind of a big deal
Oh, okay.
this week.
Okay.
Next week, we're going to change it. What?
What are you laughing at?
kind of a big deal. It's funny.
Apparently, Brad's going to explain what that means in episode 272.
272?
I don't know.
Are you going to give away your bouquet as well?
No.
Oh, sorry.
That's for me.
Oh, my bad. You should
Well, in here.
dye each color, like, to make them look like flowers.
Speaking of wood,
daisies.
this has to be now one of my favorite woods. And if you want to like get on an ASMR channel,
Oh boy.
you need somebody that's just carving basswood.
What is that basswood?
Basswood, and it like I don't even.
Oh, there you go.
That was cool.
That was good.
There, you got your own ASMR
And
channel
no,
right
but I
there.
mean, when I so right now I'm building with Daryl's help, I'm building a Buzz Lightyear carving.
Well, I saw the drawing for it.
Yeah, we have so now it's in the shop, and it was one piece. It became two pieces, and now we glued it back to one because the bandsaw is stronger than me. But when I was joining it all together and gluing up the blocks for the rough cutout, I used my plane and I just set the blade thickness there, and it just peeled off of there. And I was like, I need to be recording that because it was just perfect curls.
Yeah.
So I made a bouquet. And I was like, this is a gorgeous
Wait, what's
bouquet.
the base made out of?
That base is made out of white oak. It looks like red oak, but it is white oak.
White oak, and then what's the stain?
That's Rubio.
I know, what color?
Dark roast.
Perfect. I like that.
Oh, that one does. But I mean,
I don't know if I like it or if I feel it's weird.
Yeah. Like,
inappropriate. No.
yeah, bass. Is it? I don't know if it's basswood or basswood. I assume it's basswood.
Basswood.
Basswood. BASS wood. But it's a good wood for carving. It's nice
It's
and
all
soft.
about the
and-
bass.
and
Again, go check out our website. Please order up an Intuitive Woodworks coffee mug. It'll hold all your hopes and ambitions first thing in the morning and remind you of greatness.
get a toque.
A toque.
It's winter time.
It is too. Yeah. We're calling them beanies because that's what our supplier calls them.
Well, they are beanies.
Yeah.
But it is a toque.
A toque.
It is a toque.
But for our American listeners, a
It's
beanie.
perfect timing for winter.
Or just to look rad on a nice
That's
summer
true.
day.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
When you don't wash your hair.
Bad hair day. Yeah.
I do that a lot. Don't tell.
Awesome. Well, I think this has been a good show.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to everybody again. I don't know what we say, but episode 3.
Stay classy, San Diego.
There you go.